Am I audible now? Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So, a very warm afternoon, good afternoon to all of you. And you can see how jam packed the session is. And few of you are here, and the rest of them are watching it live outside the screen, and as well as it's live on the Panaji PIB YouTube channel as well. So, we have the star cast, the cast and crew of 3 movies, which are Sikaar. The director, Dibankar Bogohain, is here with us. And would you please introduce your name?
My name is Antariksh, and I've acted in the movie Sikaar as Vivant Barua.
And then we have Mukkam Post Bombilwadi's team. We have Paresh Mokashi, the director, Ritika Shirotri, the actress who's here in the audience with us. Then we have Bharatji, who's the producer of the movie. And then the third movie we have with us is the Nilgiris, A Shared Wilderness. For this, we have the producers, Adarsh NC, and producers team support, we have Sri Harsha ji. And then for script and narration, we have Meghna Bedawadi ji, who's again in the audience. We could not accommodate all of them here, but they all are here in the spirit to celebrate these 3 movies. And we'll have a look at the trailers of the movies as well eventually. And then we'll take up questions from the audience throughout the session. So to begin with the Nilgiris, we have a brief synopsis of the film, which goes like this. The Nestled in the Nilgiris, India's first UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, this film explores a landscape shaped over billions of years and now transformed by colonial plantations, railways, and urban growth. Despite these changes, the region remains a sanctuary for rare wildlife and ancient secrets. The Nilgiris, a shared wilderness, captures the fragile harmony between humans and nature through breathtaking 4K visuals. It follows leopards, gaur, and hornbills adapting to shifting habitats, revealing the resilience of life on the edge. This cinematic journey is a poignant reflection on coexistence, environmental stewardship, and the intertwined destinies of all who inhabit this majestic mountain realm. So let's have the trailer of this film. So you have seen the breathtaking visuals they have. It's a balance between how humans and animals and the environment coexist in Nilgiris. Now let's move to the next movie, which is Mukkam Post Bombilwadi, which is a humorous take on something you would like to see. The trailer, please.
वारून गावात ऐफ जळांग then क्रिक जो गनिनान
आता यापुढे सर्व परदेशी पात्रे मराठीतच बोलतील.
प्रॉब्लेम हा वर्ड माझ्या डिक्शनरीत नाही
आणि शुद्ध मराठीतच बोलतील.
विन्स्टन चर्चिल
मराठी मराठी.
आता विन्स्टन चर्चिल नाव आहे ना माझं, ते कसं ट्रान्सलेट करणार? जपानी लोकांनी अतिशय महत्वाचा शोध लावलेला आहे. मी स्वतः विमान चालवत जपानला जाणार आहे. मी येत आहे. मला दडे बसतात, मला विमान लागतं. हिटलरचा पिस्तूल
तू मेला असेल तर
पहिलं होतं त्याचं, लवकर गेला.
नाही आपण एक तार तरी पाठवली पाहिजे जर्मनीला. हिटलर सिरियस, स्टार्ट इमिडिएटली.
तिकडे हिटलर चर्चिल जगाची भादरत आहेत, तुम्ही नाटकाची भादरा.
नाजूक वस्तू असते हो जीव, व्यवस्थित घ्यावा लागतो. काढा तर जीव वाचतो.
वडिलांच्या गावात मीच सत्य हिटलर आहे.
मीच खरा हिटलर आहे.
तुम्ही हिटलर ना? जर्मन बोला. इस बिन एडॉल्फ हिटलर. वेर बिस तू? त्वम हिटलर नास्ती. जयोस्तु ते श्री महान मंगले शिवास पदे शुभदे स्वाहा. स्वतंत्रते भगवते त्वमहम यशोयुतम वंदे. द आलं.
त्याच्यावर आलं मी बोल.
ए द आलं द द.
ನಾನು ನೈಕಾದರಿಕ್ಕಿರೆ ನಾನು ನಿಜವಾದ ಹಿಟ್ಲರ.
ಮೂಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಇದು ಜರ್ಮನ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಕನ್ನಡ.
आव आव इधर आव.
मेल्या ती आव पाड आधी आणि हो पुढे. सारखा विसरतो आणि आव आव करतो.
हिटलर या.
अणुबॉम्ब बनवण्याचा फॉर्म्युला आहे तो. मला द्या, मला हवाय.
हवंय
होय, होय.
मग पहिल्यांदा भारताला स्वातंत्र्य द्या.
So consciously, I had skipped the synopsis to the film so that you can just enjoy the vibrancy it has, and something which doesn't need subtitles. For that matter, Nilgiris as well didn't need any subtitles. The film speaks for itself. So now we move to Sikaar. The synopsis of the movie goes like this. Shankar, a beloved hunter and workers advocate in an Assamese tea garden, is engaged to Ashtami. Their lives shatter when Vivan, the owner's son, returns with investors led by corrupt Martin, whose cruelty causes Ashtami's death. The management covers it up and Martin flees to England. Learning the truth, Shankar vows revenge. With his friend Rahul, he travels to England, overcoming cultural, financial, and language barriers. They meet Arlene, a lonely Assamese Brit, who eventually aids their mission. As Vivan uncovers conspiracies about Tea Garden, Shankar uses his hunting skills to track Martin and accomplice. A dramatic justice leaving Shankar to question if he can ever return to his old life. Let's watch the trailer. So how can we miss Zubindar's name in the... Yes. So let's begin with the Sikaar's team. Firstly, how would you see your association with Zubindar, and like, was this his last film to be released?
Hello. Yeah. In Assamese film industry, I'm working since like to 28 years. So basically, I'm an editor, and this was my first film. So working with Zubin, I was working with him since like maybe 15 to 20 years. So with his video albums, with his films and all. So actually, I was discussing with him about this movie for a music director. He will do the music and all. He will do the song. Then after hearing the storyline, he said, "Who is going to do the song character, lead character?" I said, not yet decided." He said, "I'll do." Okay, well, okay, if you do, okay, do it. And he has done it nicely. And this is the first Assamese film which was extensively shot in a foreign country. More than 70% of film was filmed in London. So he was there. He is my second lead male. So But we faced lots of things, lots of problems because there was a mass bizarre rejection. Mm. Whole the directional team and the script team was rejected. Uh, so no one from the directional team and our scriptwriters team couldn't go to London. So we established the wireless network from London to Guwahati. Mm. And we managed somehow to by live streaming and all. We used to sit there and go Guwahati office. And sometime I used to because of the time frame, it's 5.5 hours the time delay. So sometime I used to have my dinner and I used to direct a film from under the mosquito net. Mm. So we used to get live feed from London on my computer, on my monitor, and then I used to instruct them. But I feel that's not the way of a perfect filmmaking. Still, we lacked something. It was अगर हम जा सकता था तो अच्छा था. And Zubin, this is the last film released till he was alive. So he would have been more happy to sit here with us. And he was actually planning if such thing happens, I'll go with you all. Just 64 days he has passed. So it's a big loss for us.
Truly a big loss. And you had shared space with Zubinji and Adilji. So how was your experience?
To be honest, it was a great experience for me. I have to say this time because to work with a legend like Zubin Garg and the likes of Adil Hussain sir and Urmila Mahanta, who has they have done so great works in their life. So sharing the screen with them was a huge experience for me. And still, when I'm saying this thing, I'm still shaking now because this is exactly what happened to me when I was, beside them. So it's like great actors out there. And to be very honest, I've always said this thing before also, like we are living Zubindar's dream because it was his dream. Like Zubindar said that someday this movie, I think, will make it to a great platform. And I think every movie maker, every actor, every producer, when we do a movie, we want to be here in Iffi. And that is a huge blessing. So yeah, he's watching over us and we all did it for him. And yeah, Joy Zubindar, Joy Ayakam, Jai Hind.
Dibankar spoke about the challenges they face in filmmaking, and I'm sure the Nilgiris team would have different set of challenges. Would you elaborate on that?
Good afternoon. Wildlife documentaries are a very different genre, basically, when it comes to filming. It is the key word for any wildlife documentary is patience. So apart from patience, there's perseverance. So that perseverance is all about, sitting in a place from morning 6 till night 7, 6 or something, without moving is one of the set of the challenges. Then you have technical challenges, because you are in the field, you have to plan in advance, like, okay, this is, if I have to run a camera for 12 hours continuously with pre-stop running on a resolution so big that is all shot in 8K and 12K. So technical challenges for us are very different, field challenges mixed with, and you're in the outdoor all the time. There's no, and stars don't arrive on time. Our stars are much more,
and there is no retake.
yeah, no retake, nothing. So we have to There are so many challenges, you know. not
Thank you
one.
for not bringing those stars here.
Yeah. They're already, that's the whole film, because uh, it's a film about how we are sharing wilderness in our own backyards. So when we started filming, we used to go and like film in the national parks and ask the guards and all that, like, have you seen this? Oh, my father has seen this species, my uncle has. Then couple of friends we used to ask, like homes who have tea plantation. Oh, Nilgiri marten, it's in my backyard. What? Then like we used to go to their house. Literally, you know, when crew goes in, they don't come out of that house only. So if you find a species, so we used to wait. Couple of shots are like, you know, it has taken us each of them, most of them, what you see there is like minimum effort of 3 months for one shot.
How much time did you take to
3
shoot
years
it?
in the
3
making.
years.
Yeah, yeah.
Commendable job. And of course, the challenges which you have mentioned, in terms of the star cast, we know, but in terms of the technology, in terms of the narration, how did you go about it? We have the narrator of the team as well, the script writer as well. So how did you go about the part of storytelling which comes with such a project?
So how we differ from our usual fictional filmmaking to wildlife filmmaking is that we don't know the script initially. Like we don't know what's going to come when we are filming. And it's a very interesting thing where you have a broad outline as to what you're going to film. So we knew that we are going to be filming in the Nilgiris, but you know, that's more than 5,000 square kilometers huge. And then you have no idea where most of the animals are until you go and do your research. And behind the scenes, behind the cameras, there's a huge team which does all the work of researching. There's a research director, and then we have a huge network of people who give us updates on the wildlife activities which happens. So once we go there and film, and then you film for a while, you get a picture about what's the story which is building. So the most difficult part comes in where you've got a storyline, but then there's a shot missing of probably the tiger looking at you in a certain angle. Now, how do you make the tiger do that? You can't make it. So there goes another 3 months of waiting for that one single shot. So it's
That shot has to be perfect whenever it's done.
yes. So I mean, the director would be like, I would need the mist here along with that probably. And there's no AI or there's no CGI involved with this. So it's quite difficult, but it's interesting at the same time, because you can also tweak your storyline in such a way that you make do with the shots you already have, but there are some elements which are definitely required. So we plan for 1 year, and it eventually goes to 3 years of filming. So
Sholay bane.
In short, it's shoot first, script next.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the mantra. And now coming to the team, Paresh and team, Ritika is also here. How did you think about this film at the first?
It was originally a play. I did it in 2001. And then sometimes, a couple of years back, a few of my friends started pushing me into making a film on the same play. And then I started toying with the idea, and then eventually I created this film script and we shot it.
ये जो ह्यूमरस एलिमेंट है, इसको कैसे इंटैक्ट रखा गया इस सीरियसनेस वाले सब्जेक्ट के साथ में? वो एक जस्टिस करना बड़ा मुश्किल रहा होगा. वो बैलेंस कैसे बनाया?
It depends upon what take you have on a particular topic, any topic. Even great comedies have been made on subject like poverty. For example, Modern Times of Charlie Chaplin. What is that? Or Jaane Bhi Do Yaro, a serious issue like corruption, and still a very exaggerated great comedy.
And you're right.
So-
This clearly has those Jaane Bhi Do Yaro vibes. We all would agree to this. And we are really looking forward to watching this, whoever hasn't. Now, हम audience की तरफ चलते हैं. आपके जो सवाल हो आप पूछ सकते हैं इस टीम से.
Hello everyone, I'm Sandhya Yadav. I'm from Doordarshan. My first question is from Nilgiri team. Why did you guys choose Nilgiris when most of the filmmakers choose very famous locations to shoot, even if they are doing a film on ecology or on environment? So why did you guys choose Nilgiri?
I'm Adarsh from the producers team of the film. This film is funded by Rohini Nilekani Philanthropies and directed by Sandesh Kadur. So it all happened over a walk one day in Kunur with Nandan Nilekani, Rohini Nilekani, Priya Singh, our research director, and Sandesh, the director. We were all walking, and they asked us a question: is there any film which we can see? Because we are TV people. We've been working with a lot of TV programs for wildlife on National Geographic, BBC, Netflix, and various other networks, where we have produced, directed, and made our Phyllis Films makes only wildlife documentaries. So they asked us, is there any film to see on the Nilgiris? So we also looked. There you'll find thousands of books on the people, culture, wildlife of the entire Nilgiris district. So we thought, okay, we looked up and you'll see some biker videos or some small GoPro videos about the entire biosphere. We had made a film called Sahyadris, which is mountains of the monsoon, which encompasses the whole Western Ghats, right from Gujarat border, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Kerala, to the bottom. But never a specific on the region. This is a vast area, 5,500 square kilometers. So hence, when they asked, they said, can you make a film, half an hour documentary? So when we went in, we realized the vastness of the whole area. So we just kept shooting, and then we had so much footage, then we had to bring it down to a docu-feature length. This is how it started. That's how we chose Nilgiris. Nilgiris came to us.
Hello, this is Mahesh from Akashvani. Such a visually beautiful experience it was to watch it. My question is to the writer. The way sir narrated that you decided about the rough idea of the rough story of the movie, that how it will pan out, and did the shooting and then tried to weave it into a proper storyline. So a writer's job, was it easier or more difficult?
So, thanks. There was first initial idea of what we want to shoot, because we understand the biosphere. It's the first biosphere reserve of India, and we knew what has to go into the movie. And later, when all of those bits were there, you stitch that together where it is seamless journey for a person who is watching it from no clue of where they're coming from. So it took time, and then it was again team effort. So yeah.
खूपच सुंदर सिनेमा. परेश सर आणि टीमला धन्यवाद. खूपच छान होतं ते. सिन्स द प्लॅटफॉर्म इज इंटरनॅशनल फिल्म फेस्टिवल, हाऊ डिफिकल्ट वॉज इट टू गेट प्रशांत दामले सर्स dates for the movie? I think he very rarely does cinema. And again, next question to the actress, that how was the experience of working with Prashant Damle sir for her?
Getting Prashant Damle was very difficult. Only 2 words, and that's it. You don't need any description.
Prashant Damle sir is a veteran in Marathi theatre, and he's recently doing his 13,333rd Marathi show on theatre. So it was an experience of a lifetime to be sharing the screen with him, and I'm very, very lucky. And actually, the entire cast is amazing. It's a stellar cast, and kudos to Paresh sir and Bharat sir for bringing this amazing cast together. And the youngest of them all, and they all were very busy, which is why I am here. But it was an amazing experience, and lots of things to learn from him, especially his hunger and his want to do something new in every single take. So that is something that is very inspiring for a young person like me. And I hope someday I'd be able to do my 13,333rd show as well. Thank you.
Hello to Adarsh from Adarsh All India Radio. My question is that Netflix and BBC have upped their game in terms of documentary. They have made nature, wildlife, and other documentaries a lot more mainstream. So do you think that those programmings, especially from Richard Attenborough, had any impact in your movie, and did you take any inspiration from them?
Thank you, Adarsh, namesake. Um, it's Sir David. It's Sir David Attenborough. Okay. So of course we are always influenced by Sir. He's 99 years old and still working, going strong. And we worked with Sir David for many years on many different programs for BBC, Planet Earth 2, and the entire series, Seven Worlds, many programs. I mean, when we say we worked, we have done the filming, and Sir David has narrated it on many of our documentaries. So it is an inspiration, but this is a Make in India film. This is, my team is all Indian crew. And it is first time ever we have given a blue chip, what we call as a blue chip natural history documentary, along with a docu-feature length. And first time ever a docu-feature length has gone on a big screen. So we've not gone on any other platforms as of now, because we want people to experience it on large screen.
So to add to that, basically we had a 75 days theatrical run, and like you said, the inspiration from all these other shows on Netflix and BBC. So basically, we are the ones who are already working on it. So it definitely is a big plus points to actually learn from the global technology and global professional force, and then inculcate that into our Indian system with an all Indian team with our very own cultural system into it. So what I would like to tell is that, yeah, the global system of the filmmakers of wildlife is great, but then when you add an Indian touch to it, it becomes much greater than what it is already, because we have our own ways of filming, which we think can be a model for the global world scale eventually.
My question is for the team Sikaar. Uh, in Iffi, there has been given a platform to regional movies where not just Indian but international audience can watch your movie. So, do you think that this will bring a renewed uh, attention to your movies to after the film festival? Like in the film festival, your a lot of shows are going houseful. So, do you think that after the film festival, this momentum will continue?
Yeah, definitely. So actually, uh, after screening this, I have experienced almost houseful shows yesterday itself here in Inox 2. So lots of I have met lots of people from South India. Tamil people were there, so Malayali people were there. So they are really interested, and they praised the movie. And actually, in film festivals like this, I have seen lots of Assamese film showing the Assamese poverties and all. They don't have nothing to eat. So poor family, poor thing. But I don't want to do that. I want to portray. I, do, I don't want to actually portray that thing. We are not poor. We are not backward. We are not. We have many things to eat. So uh, it's not like that. So I wanted to portray the whole Assamese film. I want to carry the whole Assamese film to the international level. So I shoot, did the shooting. Most of the 70% of the shoot was done in London itself. So even we faced some problem, even so, but we completed the film.
Just to add to this, Pareshi, I would like to understand from you that how the regional films, how the game is changing for the regional films in terms of with the advent of OTT and the entire game, like it's accessible to all, how things have changed and how the power of regional cinema, which it has, it has come through these newer mediums?
It is not changing much. Regional cinema has to find patronage with the local audiences first. They have to make it stronger, and then only it will get audience on satellite television or OTTs. Like you have in South India, a very strong dedicated audiences for cinema. So rest of the regional languages in India are still struggling to find their foothold in their own states. So unless and until that happens, yeah, these are different avenues, new avenues that are opening up, which is fine. But your real thing is the box office collection, that patronage, that is more important.
How important is OTT for Nilgiri team?
So a lot of inquiry has come from many different OTTs for us. But as I mentioned earlier, I want this to be a big screen experience. You will always see wildlife documentaries on TV. So beyond TV, out of the box, when you see it on a large screen, I don't think many wildlife documentaries make it to the theater. But we had a good 75-day run, and at least 50 to 60,000 school kids have seen it, which is a pride, for us. So we would want to explore OTT. I'm not saying no, but at a much later stage, probably.
Got it.
Thanks.
Dipankarji, would you like to add to this?
Actually, for regional movies like us, for Assamese film, there's no place. There's no place allowed in OTT, mainstream OTT. So last year in 2024, our Sikaar team, we had a big fight with Amazon Prime. They straight were told, we don't have space for you. Even we have to, I thought we did some good job, and they have screened that, they have previewed the movie, they liked it, but in the last hour they said, we don't have space for you, we don't have space for any regional film. And at this from this platform, I want to what to say, I want to send a message to them. They should have arranged some place.
You have one more question.
See, one thing which I would like to add. This question, no doubt, is from the directors and actors, but I think so it's more relevant to the producers. See, director gets his chance to direct the movie. Actors gets his chance to act in the movie. But producers gets the whatever the money back which he has incurred. It will be the last one who will get it. So it's a very problematic for the producers much. And it's very sad to say that most of the relevant OTTs and the which is existing since the major players, they are not having they are not mentioning the languages names also on their OTT. So still it's a very problematic situation.
To take Paresh sir's discussion further, so as you said, the patronage, it has to first come from the masses in the theaters. So what media can do to cultivate that? Some very nice cinema is being made in Marathi for last 10-15 years, but still if media or people or the masses are failing to cultivate that taste for that, what should we do to cultivate it?
We just need to make nicer films, I think, because media, especially Marathi media, they support us wholeheartedly. Every Marathi film is showcased in their newspapers and TV channels and everything. So there is no lack of that. But I think, the onus is on us, the filmmakers. We have to create more and more attractive content as well as artistic content. There are both contents and there are takers for both. So
2 more questions, please.
परेश, तुमच्यासाठी एक माझा प्रश्न आहे की तुम्ही आत्ताच दक्षिण भारताचा उल्लेख केला. दक्षिण भारतात कितीतरी मोठे स्टार आहेत ज्यांना आपण सुपरस्टार म्हणू शकतो असे, पण मराठीमध्ये तुम्हाला असे सुपरस्टार चा अभाव दिसतो का? म्हणजे तुम्हाला एक असा मोठा समजा कमर्शियल सिनेमा करायचा असेल, तसा सिनेमा आता मराठीमध्ये होत नाही. बिग कमर्शियल सिनेमा यू कांट सी इन मराठी. तर त्यासाठी जो असं एक मोठा जो एक सुपरस्टार असा जो पाहिजे असतो तसा तुमच्याकडे नाही असं तुम्हाला वाटतं का? आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट कमर्शियल फिल्म्स, हाँ, कमर्शियल मराठी फिल्म्स.
मैं इसका उत्तर हिंदी में दूंगा ताकि ज़्यादा लोग समझ पाएं. तो मराठी में कोई स्टार नहीं है, ये मैं समझता हूँ बहुत अच्छी बात है, क्योंकि इसके कारण our producers and our filmmakers, they don't depend upon the stardom of a particular person. The script is the star for, I think I'm speaking almost for all regional language cinema apart from the South industry, and within South industry as well. वहाँ पर भी बहुत ही अलग प्रकार की फिल्में भी बनती है, जैसे कि अडूर गोपाल कृष्णन, गिरीश कासारवली, मतलब कितने नाम हैं. तो ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ ऐसी पुष्पा या RRR जैसी ही फिल्म बनती है, वो भी अच्छी फिल्में हैं, दैट्स अनदर पॉइंट. लेकिन हर प्रकार की फिल्म के लिए हमारे यहाँ स्थान है, और ये एक अच्छी बात है कि मराठी में इस तरह का स्टारडम नहीं है. हम किसी भी नए चेहरे के साथ, एक छोटी सी कहानी के साथ भी फिल्म बना सकते हैं, और बहुत सारे प्राइवेट इन्वेस्टर्स हमारे पीछे खड़े रहते हैं. I think we are making more than 100 films per year in Marathi only. Irrespective of all this, lack of stardom and the pull and, the patronage, lack of patronage. तो अच्छी बात है एक तरह से ये मराठी के लिए.
बिल्कुल, आप बहुत पेशेंटली इंतजार कर रहे हैं अपने सवाल की.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Ramit from the Times of India. I have a question for Team Nilgiris. So, a film like Nilgiris, is a very important contribution to showcase the wildlife and the ecosphere across the country and also across the continent. Given the recent incidents, that are regarding the climate crisis that is affecting the wildlife and the ecosystem that is a part of, how important do you think is to document such ecosystems and making people aware of creatures and some birds and animals that are part of this ecosphere, then people can take subsequent action in order to preserve it?
Though we keep telling Nilgiris a shared wilderness is a wildlife documentary, and the word itself is like a shared wilderness, where we are talking about our relationship with the wildlife and people. We are not left out people. It's just that we are not concentrated on the any particular tribe or a particular group of people from the Nilgiris district, but it's a common issue for each and every person living there. So climate change as an action has to come from people, not from the animals, they are part of the system. So people matter the most. It's a people's action which matters. I think Meghna, you can elaborate on this.
Visual media is extremely powerful. Like, we might tell anything orally with people, but when you see something on screen and it gets registered within you. And for the upcoming generation, who's like Gen Zs and the millennials and everybody who's coming up now, it is so important to understand the equilibrium in the ecosystem that we live in. It is not anthropocentric. We think humans are on top of everything, but it's a circle. Every ant to the elephant to the smallest, from the smallest to the biggest, it is very important for us to understand everyone has their role to play for us to be here and be like thriving in this ecosystem. So I think in that aspect, movies like wildlife movies in general is extremely important for creating that awareness and also instilling the idea of conservation. Today, if you ask a kid, I'll take just 10 seconds more. If you ask any child in an urban setting, where does water come from? They'll think it's from a tap or a bottle, or that's what they think, unless they are made aware that forests are important. Water comes from forest, our food comes from forest, shelter comes from forest, and it is important. Like, we easily snip off the milk packets and throw it. we don't even know where it is going and how it is harming the underwater life. So these are small things, but I think visual media and movies play an extremely important role in creating awareness and also conserving and safeguarding future for everyone.
And,
One final question from the lady in the
Ma'am,
red.
just I want to add because it's a very important question you asked. And on this platform, I think it's the best way to tell that until now, I don't think it was an important juncture to actually get a wildlife film because forests were forest spaces and urban centers were urban centers and the villagers were responsible. But now, since the last few years, probably post COVID, the movement of people have gone up so much. Like people have started traveling, probably you can call it revenge tourism or wildlife safaris and travels have become so much that we have been hearing the rising cases of animals entering the human habitats, but we never talk about the other side of it. The humans have entered the animal habitat. That's why we have those cases of the animals and humans encountering. So it's a very important topic because if we keep expanding and if we keep taking over their place, the animals have nowhere to go. They will eventually come to our habitats and it will be seen as a conflict. I mean, what did the wildlife have a role in this? Because it was in its own home place, and we were the ones who actually went into their home. So wildlife films like this at this point is I think it's a good timing to for everyone to work on it because without that, I think the fictional wouldn't exist because then the entire ecosystem has gone out of balance. So thanks for the wonderful question. And then this is a very generic answer, but then I think it's very relevant at this point of time. Thank you.
My question is for Paresh and Bharat sir. I mean, the question is, when can we hope to see a film on Indian Hitler? Yes.
We have to create one first.
I mean, we already do have.
So the time is up, and thank you so
Jury's
much
still
for
out.
this
I
cross.
need to answer this.
Yeah.
See, India is a land where we are having a lot of, not, I won't say a lot of Hitlers, because if there's a Hitler, we won't sit it over here and do this such a good conversation. So, it's thankful we are not having Hitler's kind of people in our country. So, it's better.
So the beauty of this conversation we had is the cross-cultural, cross-domain, cross-genre discussion we had. This is how films bring us together, and together we are to celebrate films through this festival. Thank you so much for having this wonderful interaction, wonderful audience we have, wonderful and great panelists. Thank you so much. Please come forward. We have a small token for you. Thank you.